Have you ever felt tired for no clear reason? A normal day, nothing special happens, yet your mind feels heavy, filled with endless thoughts running back and forth. You think about what is past, what hasn't happened yet, about the people who left, and the possibilities that may never come true. The more you think, the heavier it feels. The harder you try to find an answer, the more tangled everything becomes. Sometimes you wish you could just stop thinking for a moment, but your mind doesn't allow you to rest. The human mind is truly extraordinary. It can create, remember, analyze, and love. But it is also the place where fear, worry, and exhaustion begin. When the mind works too much, we lose the quiet within. Like a machine that never stops, it overheats. There are days when it feels like we're living, but in truth, we're only thinking about life. And between those two things, living and thinking, lies a great distance. You lie down at night, but your thoughts keep running. A story from the past, a word left unsaid, an unfinished plan, a vague worry about the future. They circle endlessly, repeating themselves until you can no longer rest. Your body is ready to sleep, but your mind refuses to stop. It pulls you from one thought to another, from one memory to the next, until you're drained. You haven't moved at all, yet you feel exhausted. Not from doing, but from thinking. We think too much because we want everything to be perfect. We don't want to make mistakes, to lose people, to be hurt, or to miss any chance. But the more we try to control life, the more it slips away from our hands. Life has its own rhythm, one that doesn't always match what we expect. Some things, no matter how hard you think about them, will never change. Some people, no matter how much you try to understand, will remain a mystery. And some pains only grow deeper when you keep touching them. Many people mistake overthinking for depth, but not everything that runs deep is meant to be dissected. Some things are meant to be accepted, not explained. Some feelings are meant to be felt, not solved. The mind always wants to understand, while the heart simply wants to feel. And often, the more you try to understand, the more lost you become, because not everything belongs to reason. Some truths live in silence, not in logic. When you think too much, your energy quietly drains away. Each thought becomes a thread wrapping around your head, making it heavy. Every time you worry, your chest tightens, your breathing shortens, your body stiffens. Those are signs that your mind is working too hard. And when it's exhausted, everything else becomes unstable. You lose sleep, lose focus, get irritated easily. Even small things start to feel overwhelming. When the mind is tired, emotions become fragile too. If you pay attention, you'll see that you rarely live in the present. When you eat, you think about work. When you work, you think about someone else. When you rest, you think about tomorrow. You live somewhere in between, not fully here, not anywhere else either. The mind keeps jumping between the past and the future, rarely staying in the now. And that's how we lose the most precious thing, the present moment. The present is the only place where you can breathe, feel, and truly live. But we let it slip away, chasing what's already gone or hasn't come. Many people believe that it's impossible to stop thinking, but you don't need to force it. You only need to notice that you're thinking and smile at it. The moment you become aware of your thoughts, you are no longer trapped in them. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky. You don't need to chase them away or hold them down. Just let them drift. The sky remains vast and calm. You are that sky, not the clouds. Whenever your head feels heavy, pause for a moment. You don't need to meditate in any complicated way. Just take one slow, deep breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. Feel your chest rise and fall. At that moment, the mind begins to slow down. You return to your body, to yourself. Sometimes, one calm breath is enough to bring peace back into chaos. Because peace doesn't come from solving everything. It comes from knowing when to stop. You don't need to understand everything to be at peace. You don't need to know the future to feel safe. Life has its own rhythm, and it always finds a way to unfold in time. When you stop trying to control everything, you begin to see things fall into place more gently. Letting go is not giving up, it's trusting. Trust that you've done your best. Trust that what's meant for you will find its way. Trust that no matter what happens, you'll still be able to walk through it calmly. As we grow older, we forget how to be simple. We're used to thinking, planning, calculating. Yet sometimes, the real answers come in silence. When the mind stops shouting, the heart begins to whisper. When you stop asking why, life starts to show you how. Many people found clarity not through thinking, but through stillness. Silence doesn't make you weak. It makes you see yourself, others, and the world with gentle clarity. Perhaps what exhausts us most is not thinking itself, but thinking about things we cannot change. We go in circles asking, what if I had done differently? Why did they leave? What would happen if? But no what if will ever bring peace. Every time we revisit the past, we reopen an old wound. Every time we worry about the future, we create a new one. Meanwhile, the present, the only place where healing happens, remains forgotten. Sometimes, exhaustion doesn't need to be explained. It only needs to be understood. You don't need a reason to rest. You don't need to prove that you deserve quiet. The very fact that you're tired is reason enough to pause. Sit still. Turn off your phone. Look outside the window, or simply close your eyes. Don't try to fix anything. Life will continue, but you don't have to carry it all in your head. Some people only rest when they collapse. Some minds only stop when they break. But you don't need to wait for that. Peace can be learned, little by little. Each day, take a few minutes to listen to yourself, to notice your breath, to feel your body. Don't do anything. Don't try to achieve anything. Just be. Gradually, the mind softens. The chaos inside begins to fade. What needs to come will come. What needs to leave will leave. Learning to trust is a journey. To trust that even when you're not thinking, life will still find a way. To trust that silence is also a form of answer. To trust that not everything needs to be understood. Some things only need to be felt. When you allow your mind to rest, you give yourself a gift: inner freedom. You are no longer pulled by fear or anxiety. You begin to see life as it is, simple, light, and true. If today you feel tired, gently tell yourself, "It's okay, I'm just thinking too much." Say it with kindness, not judgment. Then take a deep, gentle breath. Feel the air move through you, like cool water flowing through your soul. You don't have to be strong right now. Just allow yourself to relax. Let your mind rest for a while. The way your eyes close softly after a long day. Sometimes peace doesn't come from fixing everything. It comes from accepting that you can't. Everything takes time. What needs to be clear will become clear. What needs to fade will fade. Your job is not to think it all through, but to live each moment as fully as you can. When you drink a glass of water, really taste it. When you walk, feel your footsteps. When you look at someone, look with presence. That's how the mind rests. And the soul heals. Don't overthink how to find peace. Peace isn't something you achieve. It's something you return to. It has always been there, inside you, just hidden beneath layers of thoughts. Once those layers quiet down, peace reveals itself, like a lake that turns clear when the ripples fade. You don't have to make it clear. Just stop stirring it. Tonight, before you sleep, don't think about anything more. Just take a deep breath and whisper to your mind, "Thank you for trying so hard today. Now rest." Let your thoughts drift away like water flowing downstream. Tomorrow, the sun will rise again, and you'll have another chance to begin, softer, lighter, calmer. Because when the mind rests, the heart begins to speak. And when the heart speaks, you'll know what to hold on to and what to let go of. Everything you've been searching for, clarity, peace, happiness, doesn't live inside your thoughts. It lives beyond them, in the quiet space of your soul. Step into that space with one gentle breath, one soft smile, and the quiet knowing that you don't have to think so much anymore. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with Moments of Stillness. If this video helped you feel a little calmer, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a breath of peace today. Until next time, stay gentle, stay mindful, and find calm in every moment.